Hi friends! I'm so excited to show you my 2018 planner stack. I think it's important to reflect on what worked and what didn't work throughout the year so that you can understand what it is you want to take into the next year, so that I'm not just getting planners because they're prettier, because I want a lot of planners, but I'm using what's really working, what's really helping for me. So keep up with me because I want to show you. So stay tuned so we can go over this. No, that doesn't make sense either. So just keep watching because it's gonna be awesome. So I'm just gonna go from smallest to largest in no particular order. The first one that I started out with is a micro-sized traveler's notebook, or TN for short. I really got this last year, or towards the end of 2017, just because I thought it was cute. I wanted to try a traveler's notebook. I wanted to try decorating things and dashboards and the clips and things like that. But I didn't really have a need for one, so a small one was great because I could use it for lists and notes that I can put in my purse. I could use it for pieces of paper that I just need to write down something for somebody and tear off so it wouldn't affect my nice planners or my nice notebooks. I do want to keep using this. I only used it for the beginning of the year, and then I set it up again in the fall, and I used it in the fall. Throughout the middle of the year, I didn't really, just because I didn't want it to get damaged. So I do want to get a pouch to put it in for the next year so that it kind of protects it, or protects the things from falling off. I can put it in a pouch before I put it in my purse, which is really simple to do. I don't ever plan on setting it up monthly. That's just too much for my schedule. But I will decorate it seasonally, which I think is just enough. But yeah, so this is my micro-sized traveler's notebook. It's just used for lists and kind of paper, because we all need paper in our purse, and I definitely will keep this one. The next one is a pocket size or a passport size. It's one of the two, I'm not sure. They're not the same, but I'm not sure which one this is. I think it's passport. But it's a passport size traveler's notebook. I got this one just because I wanted to be able to keep up with what was going on with my husband's health. When you have a heart transplant, there's a lot of information that you need to communicate to the doctors and the transplant coordinators. So I needed to keep up with his blood pressures and his blood sugars. So I thought this would be a great, convenient way to do so. And also, knowing that I had this to keep track of it would kind of force me to pay attention to, did I write this down? Did I keep up with it? I didn't keep using this just for the fact that my husband wasn't comfortable with me recording what was going on with him in a planner, or recording what was going on with him in paper. So out of respect for him, I let this one go. However, I really love the actual TN. I think it was really cute. I like the size. So I think I will keep it. I think I'm going to use it for a wallet for next year. But I'm not going to keep anything for tracking my husband's health. But I will keep a pocket-sized TN. If you have a lot going on with your health, or a lot going on with your spouse or your child's health, I definitely think this is important and this is useful and handy. It just wasn't in my husband's comfort level, and I'm okay with that. Things got a lot better for him, so I didn't have to keep in track as much as the year went on, so it kind of worked out well. This is my personal size rings planner. I didn't use this as a planner. I used this as a so most of these are not planners. Like the last two, they weren't planners. They were really notebooks to record things. The only one that's really a planner was my everyday planner, my faith planner, because I plan out what I'm going to do for my faith, and then fitness, because I plan out my fitness. Other than that, these are planner systems that I'm using to help keep me organized, to help me be better, but I'm not planning anything, so they're not planners. So it looks like I have 10, 20 planners, but I don't. And that just makes me feel good, no matter if you think I have 10, 20 planners. I don't. I have 3. So this wallet was basically because I needed a wallet. I needed a place to keep things. I like that it was zippered. I liked that I could have personal size inserts because there were some fun ones that I wanted to use so it could fit in here. Things like what wines you liked, what shows you're watching. It had shopping lists and things like that. So I had the opportunity to try out inserts. I added these clear kind of credit card holders that I made with the fuse tool instead of buying them, which I was super proud of that DIY project. I also added in a change purse for it was actually just like a pencil case, but I made it a change purse because it had a zipper. I used these folders that it had to put money in, but you see, like, so I have this mess of papers of coupons and receipts and shipping things like that. So this is why it didn't work for me. It allowed me to keep too much clutter, and if I have the space, I will fill it. I ended up switching to a small, just a credit card holder, and that's what I use as a wallet now because it's easy for me to put that in my coat pocket since I don't carry a purse all the time, or I can put that in the purse that I'm using. This just got to be really big. It was beautiful and I loved it. It served its purpose. I don't think I'll keep a large wallet like this. If I did use a wallet, I'd switch to this size, but I definitely think having a planner wallet is something that made me really happy as a planner girl. Definitely not necessary, but it gave me kind of a way to expand my hobby into something else. So it gave me a chance to have more planners. So I won't say like it's functional to have a planner wallet if you already have a planner, but it worked for me. So this one's probably my favorite. This is my self-care planner. Don't know that I really planned my self-care. I plan to have self-care Sunday every week, but I started out the year with this as my journal, and then I had another Happy Planner mini that was my fitness planner. As the year went on, I ended up combining them into one because it was easier for me to carry around and hold one, and I realized that they're one and the same. Taking care of your physical health and your mental health is really taking care of yourself. So it worked out well for me. I ended up using this for so much. I used it for challenges, for painting, for drawing, for journaling what was going on with me, for what my fitness was, which probably only happened for 3 or 4 months out of the year. I do plan to do more in the upcoming year. But I definitely will keep this. This has become my favorite. I like that I can put this on the shelf for the year and pull this out when I need to reflect on 2018. The Happy Planner Mini has become my most favorite size. So I definitely will replace having a self-care planner with a fitness and a mental health, and they'll be combined into one again. This I got because I really wanted a traveler's notebook. It was probably the first one I got. It was inexpensive because it came from Michaels. It's made out of more of a foam material than the leather that most of the traveler's notebook covers come out of. They usually run you between like $100 and $150 for a nice one, sometimes more. And I didn't want to invest that because it was my first traveler's notebook, trying to figure out what size, what I was going to use it for. So this was a good investment because it ended up being a work journal for me, not journal, but a work notebook for me. Being an interior designer, I have multiple projects that goes on at once. So I needed a place to keep notes from the project, keep estimates, keep drawings, keep things like that. This really helped me so that I could just make sure if I had this, I had everything that was going on. However, it became difficult as the year went on to communicate everything with my clients. So I changed to more of an online system to where each client has a web page and they can go on there and see all the estimates, all the images of things I'm thinking about using, and communicate what they like right back then and there. And I don't have to worry about as much paper. So I don't think I will bring this into the new year. I definitely have a notebook already that I'm using in my everyday planner, and then I have the online system for the clients. So it served its purpose, but I don't need this for the new year. This was my everyday planner, which, as you can see, I'm obsessed with black and white stripes. So it was my favorite because it was so beautiful. I loved decorating it. It was just a joy. As the year went on, I had the chance to try weekly inserts, I tried daily sheets, I added sheets that helped with more functions so I can plan out meals, I could plan out my cleaning schedule. I had a lot of sheets in here that I had bullet journal styles so that I could add kind of what was going on with family goals. I could add all the passwords for things like that all in here. But the size was kind of uncomfortable to carry around everywhere. It didn't really fit in the small purses I carry. It just became something that stayed at home because it was big, which didn't work for me because if it was at home I couldn't look at it, I couldn't use it, it wasn't beneficial. So I probably carried this for about the first 4 or 5 months out the year. I kept it till about June, and then when Happy Planner came out with the 18-month, I started getting a Happy Planner Mini for the daily. I got the squad goals one, and I actually ended up putting my Happy Planner Mini in a traveler's notebook, and this became my everyday planner. It worked out better for me because I could have my everyday planner plus the traveler's notebook functional insert, so I didn't have to worry about punching holes to put everything in my Happy Planner to keep it all together. It was the best of both worlds. It was definitely planner piece. So I think I will keep the A5. It will probably end up being kind of like a home binder so I can keep things here at home because it's so beautiful. I don't want to waste it. I don't want to give it up. But this is going to be my everyday planner for going into the new year, just keeping up with what I had. I may change out the cover at some point. I love this color, but I may just want to change it up just so I can prolong the life of it. But I'll always have the Happy Planner Mini in it. This is a B6 size, so the Mini fits in the B6. It's kind of taken apart now because I need to set it up for the new year, but it also will have traveler's notebook inserts in it. This was my ministry planner. I bought it because it was the largest size I could find that was close to fitting the literature that I carry. And then the planner was really beautiful and really functional from Kaiser Craft. It became difficult for me to carry. It just didn't really work. I already had a faith planner, so I didn't need this planner. I thought I would keep things separate, but I didn't. I ended up putting it together. I didn't end up needing to carry all this literature, so I carried this for maybe about a month, and then it just stayed home. I still think it's beautiful. I need to probably empty the literature out. I really think I might gift it because I'm not using it. It doesn't really match the things on my shelf. So yeah, I will have a ministry planner. I want to try a smaller traveler's notebook. Not really a ministry planner, but like a book to keep for the ministry, but definitely not anything that large. This is my faith planner. It started out the year in a deluxe cover, but as the year went on it got larger. I had to put the expander rings on it so it doesn't fit as well. This was my favorite planner. It is something that I use to hold my whole spiritual routine and schedule. So I track Bible reading, our family worship, meetings we go to, when I'm in the ministry, what I did in the ministry. It was great for decorating to keep me motivated. I started off the weeks using it so that I can put my kind of spiritual routine, and to make sure I was reading a daily text, I would put some notes there. As the year went on, it really ended up becoming just about scripture writing. The monthly stayed the same, but as the weeks went on, the weeks were just really me writing the scripture that came in the daily textbook that I read, and then writing my notes on it and decorating it to keep me motivated. In the back, I have all the literature that I've used for the year, and so it's great that I can put this on the shelf, put the whole year on the shelf. Last year was the first year I did that, or the year before last. So for 2017, I have the whole year on the shelf, and then now I have 2018 on the shelf. So I like having that record of things, and I definitely am taking this into the new year. Definitely. And then last but not least is my memory planner, and I'm not sure if this was when I pictured my planner stack. I'm not sure if I had this in there, but I really fell in love with this big Happy Planner. I wanted to have a purpose for it, But in 17, I had a Big Happy Planner as my everyday planner, and it was just too big. It was too much to carry around. So I knew it wouldn't work for anything I was using, but I wanted to try memory planning. What I loved about having this is that I didn't have to date it. It was already dated, which was super convenient. I don't think I'll ever buy the regular memory planner that you have to date for that reason. But I will definitely keep a memory planner. I love that this is something that family can pull out when they come over. I haven't finished. I have like the first half of the year done, but not the second half all the way done. I need to print pictures. But I'll definitely keep a memory planner for the next year. I also liked that it was vertical. It was the only vertical that I had left. I started, when Happy Planner first came out, it was only vertical. So I started with vertical, but then when horizontal came out, that was for me. I gravitated towards that. So I like that I kept some little bit of that vertical so I can try it. But going into the new year, I'm not. I'm going to switch to the horizontal. I actually bought a horizontal and a vertical so I can frame and plan them and see what works, but I think I'm going to end up using more of the horizontal just because with vertical, to me, it's just too much space to put things, so I end up putting too much things, and I want to focus more on writing what the memories are and maybe a picture or two and not so much decoration. Although it's fun, it just was taking up a lot of time. So I will definitely keep a memory planner. I will keep a ministry planner, however, nothing this large. It'd be something small. Definitely my everyday planner, although not large. It'll be the traveler's notebook size again. Definitely keep my faith planner. I am not going to have the notebook. Definitely keep the mini that has my self-care, my fitness, and my journal. Not going to have the large wallet. I'll have a smaller wallet. So I'm not going to have a tracking of my husband's health. But I am going to have the micro TN just because it's cute. Like, how do you not like it? So, yep. That's basically my planner stack from 2018 and what I learned and what I'm taking into the new year. So stay with me because I want to show you next the plans that I have and what I'm going to use for 2019. Thanks for watching.
If you'd like more tips and inspiration on how you can be a better me too, subscribe here on YouTube and follow me on Instagram at the links below.
At what happened over the year, what I learned, and take that information into blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Okay.